And there's Dario Health. You can see they got a digital health platform. You can see the revenue has been increasing, especially the last couple of years. Their OPEX has been declining, which is helping the company get to profitability. And there he is. Rick Anderson, are you there?
If you really, though, look at the fundamentals, we ended the year with almost $50 million in cash. The fourth quarter, as you were making mention of, we've seen a significant improvement of the financial profile of the company over the last 6 months. I mean, conceptually, it can be significantly larger because of the fact of the 90 million people that have access, the 55 health plans. It's a nice, solid, multi-seven-figure deal that we would expect, and we'll see revenue from that, like I said. Yeah, I mean, so Atan coming on board, we are very excited about. Fundamentals are all going in the right direction. I think we're seeing revenue growth. I think we're seeing margin expansion.
Been strong recent performance, overall nice trend over the last many years, but specifically in Q4
is when you saw cost of goods go down when having $4 million more in revenue. So leadership should always take it. If it's going good, it's the employees. If it's going bad, it's the CEO.
So our plan is to not just be profitable, but be acceleratingly more profitable.
We are definitely at an inflection point operationally. We have absolutely turned the corner, and all the wheels on this bus is now turning and getting traction. We've bid on several already. We're looking to team and partner with other vendors as well. And then we have foreign military contracts.
Kind of our specific niche of the market is $100 million on the military side or more.
So HTCR, it's going to be Sumitaka Yamamoto, because they just reported earnings, and it was really, really good earnings.
We are software companies. Fortunately, we have over 900 enterprise customers in Japan, such as Toyota, Honda, Sony, Panasonic. CMS, content management system market is still growing worldwide, around 20%. So they have over 17 key clients, including MasterCard, Walmart, IKEA, Electric Arts, 95% retention rate. We have over 40% market share in Japan.
Okay, and you already have an acquisition target in mind?
Yes. Right.
Oh, wow. How would they give, especially a larger company? You mentioned that there's one coming up that would give you $30 million in warrants, which is huge because your market cap is 30 million. So, we're talking. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, January 3rd, a little impromptu free preview just for a Twitter audience out there. I didn't advertise it at all. No tweets out there. So if you found your way here, great. We had to do this because we had to gloat, man. Our picks have been absolutely amazing. The big thing that really happy about QQQ SPY, we predicted a pullback to the 20-day moving average last week. All right, we predicted this based on, hold on, let me move to the weekly candles, based on tax deferral selling, which nobody was talking about. Nobody. Everyone was talking about Santa Rally goes in the first 2 days of the year, but I've been doing this for 25 years, and I've seen it. And as I mentioned, it was the perfect setup, the action in late December, to have a big sell-off the first couple of days of the year. That's exactly what happened. I predicted a move to the 20 DMA. We're right there right now. Okay, the question is, and by the way, congrats. I saw someone in our community made 300%, he told me this morning, 300% on QQQ puts based on our analysis. All right, so hopefully some of you are banking out there Again, one of the few voices anywhere on FinTwit TV, anywhere, who was telling me about the risk of a significant sell-off on Tuesday. And that's exactly what we got. So QQQ, right on the 20 DMA line. This keeps switching a weekly for some reason. All right, there we go. Right on the 20 DMA, 490. In fact, it's a little bit below it. Okay, so where do we go from here? I like to look at SPY then. SPY's a little bit more stable. So SPY, keep going a weekly. Let's go back to daily. SPY, 467.29 is the 20 DMA. Perhaps that's going to be the bottom. 467.29 on SPY. Okay. But I have a couple potential warnings here. The RSI is still kind of elevated. Look, it's still near 70. This big pullback, and RSI really hasn't pulled back that much. And on top of that, Apple, which helped to catalyze yesterday's move, we warned about yesterday morning, Apple below the 50 DMA, could that be a harbinger that the QQQ can make a move to the 50 DMA? So look, this is possible, definitely. A combination, again, the two numbers I'm looking at, the high RSI still, and the fact that Apple broke the 50, it's a possibility that QQQ and maybe even SPY have to make a move all the way to the 50 DMA, all right? But this is the way I look at it. The low-hanging fruit has been made. The easy play has been made. Again, just a reminder, it's story trading. We're not purely technical traders, all right? There's logical reasons why stocks move towards support lines, move towards resistance lines, logical reasons why they might break those lines. What are those logical reasons? They're catalyst, sentiment, and fundamentals, okay? In this case, I guess you can call it a fundamental, right? People would save money by waiting till 2024 to sell their winners, okay? And it's also a fundamental that in terms of the January effect with the 2023 losers, why would they go up in January? We're not going to take the time to delve into that. We've been doing that for the past few weeks on our show. Okay, so those are the things. The catalyst, the sentiment, and the fundamentals are the things that create the technical. So we like to be one step ahead of the technical traders, and that's exactly what we were. We predicted this move really, really well. We warned about it since about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We said, hey, watch out. We could see a big flush January 2nd. We stayed on it. We warned you every single day. And those of you who took the right action benefited from it. Again, like our friend in the community, up 300% on QQQ puts yesterday. Okay, but this is how I look at it. Definitely there is a possibility of moving to the 50 DMA. However, I'm a stock picker. And I think we're still in a great environment for stock picking, especially risk assets. Why? Because we're still above key moving averages on TLT, okay? Still above the 20 DMA, but I don't even think we need to hold the 20 DMA. 20 DMA is at 97.25. Even if we move to the 200 DMA, 95.62. Remember, this was the level that sparked the entire re-rating after FOMC. We told you about this going into FOMC. I'm like, well, look out for TLT. If it breaks that 200 DMA, everything's going to explode, and that's exactly what happened. Wow. Man, our predictions have been uncannily accurate at this show here for the last couple of months. In any case, so what am I saying? I'm saying risk is still on. And what we saw yesterday, are going to go down. It was a rotation. It was a rotation out of 2023 winners into 2023 losers. Something else, again, that we predicted. And here it is, case in point. Here are a bunch of 2023 losers at the top of our list. Actually, the top three there were not on the top of our list, but ZIM was our number one pick since Friday. Number one pick yesterday. Going to be our number one pick today, a big 2023 loser with a catalyst, okay? LLAP, big 2023 loser that was at our top of our list yesterday because of a catalyst. You had a big 2023 loser in HE that did really well yesterday. There was even some, we speculated about this, and I guess maybe there was some truth to it. There was probably even some tax loss selling. Some in Celsius, because look at the volume. A lot of people were underwater here from 69 all the way down to like 50, high volume. You see all this heavy volume here? So there were a lot of people. Maybe there was some tax loss selling and some pressure relieved yesterday on Celsius with its big day. So I'm looking at this and I'm seeing exactly what we predicted. We're seeing a rotation out of winners into losers for tax purposes, with the TLT still above key levels, interest rate expectations still low. That's a stock picking environment. So we're very comfortable with what's going on. We're very comfortable with this move. We predicted pretty much every step of the way of it. All right. So that takes us to today. What's going on? First of all, Bitcoin takes like a 10% dive in minutes on a catalyst, a report. I forgot the name of the, it's actually in our app. Check it out. Here we go. In our app, I think I put it in here. There it is. It's Coinpedia. That's where the article is. Coinpedia.org. Don't know the name of that firm. Anyway, Coinpedia.org taking some time to load, but there's an article in there of an analyst in the crypto world. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, here it is. Coinpedia. Okay, it was Matrix Port. Okay, this is the catalyst this morning. Matrix Port saying if the SEC rejects the ETF by January 5th, which is Friday, we could see Bitcoin drop to about $37,000 at the midpoint. That was a catalyst for the move this morning. Now, look, it very well may get rejected, but our favorite way of playing Bitcoin has been Iron, the miner Iron. We were on top of this move since $3. Oh my gosh. Actually sold some at $9.90. All right. On top of this, all the way up to $9.90. Now it's pulled back, a 35% pullback in 3 days. I'd like to submit to you that even if this ETF gets rejected, right, we go to that 36 to 38,000 level, like they said, okay, great. And then you start rebounding from there, and then speculation is going to build again at some point for the next window of approval or whatever that they have to address in order to be approved next time, whatever it is, right? I'd like to submit to you the Iron as a buy between the major DMAs here. Okay, so the 50 DMA at 464, 20 DMA at 650. So between 464 and 650. All right, I sold some at $9.90, so I was happy to pick some up at $6.13 this morning. It's $6.20 right now. So Iron on this Bitcoin pullback, something interesting as a longer term hold. Let's go to our top picks. All right, ZIM again is going to be our top pick. All right, I can tell you that right now. All right. So ZIM, the targets we gave you, this was our top pick yesterday. Look at that nice, beautiful open green candle. If you were on the show yesterday morning, you could have gotten this at the open, gotten call options at the open, however you'd like to play it. Our targets, 1194 and then 1260. All right, 1260 at the 200 DMA average, 200-day moving average, and 1194, that recent peak. And the catalyst, it's everything going on with the Red Sea. By the way, fundamentals are great with ZIM. They have a negative 500 million enterprise value, a lot of cash, low PE. But, well, no, that trailing PE might be low, but not the, even the trailing PE is not. So things have been, freight rates have gone down the last year or so, and that's hit into their earnings. But right now, freight rates have been exploding. What's going on in the Red Sea? This chart still looks beautiful and still going to be our number one pick, 1194 towards 1260. So we bucked the market yesterday with ZIM as our top pick. You know what else we bucked the market with yesterday was LLAP. We gave it to you at $1.22 in our VIP chat room yesterday morning with a $1.41 target. It hit $1.43. I'm out, all right, but watching for rebounds. So this morning, there was an analyst that came out this morning, Benchmark. Benchmark keeps their buy rating, $3 price target, saying they think there is a upside here. They're thinking that Rivada will come through with the money. So $3 price target in LAP. I may pick this up on a pullback, but we got that nice little scalp from the low 120s to 140. I'm happy with that. It's not going to be a top pick today. Okay. Want to mention, Celsius. Long-term pick for 2024. Exploded yesterday. Look at that candle. Unbelievable. Broke out of the daily moving average, the weekly moving average. All you have above are these candles right here. Top of this candle is 63, all-time high 69. Those are your swing targets, 63 to 69. And I'm quite confident we're going to have new all-time highs sometime this year, maybe sooner than you think. Look at that low RSI on Celsius. Celsius looking good. All right, it's going to be near the top of our list today, but no specific catalyst today aside from that technical break. All right, but we'll be watching that. All right, so ZIM looking good. Celsius looking good. And then after that, I don't have a lot going on today. Let me see if there's any new catalysts that came in. Hop on over to the story trading app and check our data mine. Let's see if anything is in here. these are stocks that are on my watch list over there. Okay, it's not everything. So, stakeholder foods feasibility report confirms regulatory path in the UAE for stakeholders. Oh, that's probably getting a pop. But okay, we got to look at some of these things. Go ahead first into 2024. Talkspace therapist provides simple action. I got to read this. Talk. I have this stock. Leading online behavioral health today announced a brand new campaign challenging the tradition of New Year's with a goal of Talkspace. Okay, product release. Usually not so exciting, but we'll take a look at that. All right, let's take a look at Talk. Anything regulatory exciting on STKH? We'll take a look at that. So let's do that. All right, Talk and STKH. Let's throw these up here. STKH. It's already on our top pick list. We're just throwing it at the top. And then we're going to do, let's take a look at Talk. All right. And also on our top pick list, we're going to throw that right at the top so we can take a closer look. All right. Talk and stakeholder foods. Talk was down 6% yesterday, down 1% in pre-market. I have to say, I don't love this catalyst. This is not like the catalyst we had for ZVRA. By the way, ZVRA, a biotech company, we alerted this at $5. It hit all of our targets all the way to $6.92. I'm not going to recommend this anymore. I'm all out now. Okay. Hit that 200-week moving average. Yes, it's highly shorted, but the RSI 70, and that's quite a move from $5 to $7 on the NDA submission. So we're all out. ZVRA now. It could explode. Crazy things happen in the stock market. Highly shorted. If it goes over this key moving average, it could explode. But we made the easy money, and I'll be looking for pullbacks. All right. So Talk in the, also in the healthcare space, this catalyst, not as important. All right. I just read it for you. I don't like this catalyst. We're not going to be making a top pick today. So that comes with experience, right? The ZVRA catalyst was important, the NDA submission. This little product update for Talk, not as important, so it's not going to make the top list. Regulatory stuff is important. Stakeholder foods, STKH, $15 million market cap. What's your short position on this? Short position is not very high. The problem with stakeholder foods is this company will be diluting forever. They have to raise a lot of money in order to bring their product to fruition. 3D printing meats. All right. It's at a key level right now. It's 61 cents. Something to watch. I don't think I'm going to be playing this one today. I just think we have a better thing in ZIM today. But stakeholder foods, again, because of their propensity that they have to raise money, I'm going to be avoiding it. But I think it's worth it to watch. If you guys like little stocks like that, because they could have violent moves, but then sell off very quickly. So I'm not interested in that today. All right. So ZIM is going to be the top of the list. Celsius, more of a swing on the breakout, but ZIM is more for today because of the proximal catalyst of what's going on in the Red Sea. That's still cooking and news coming out of there every single second still. We have a short list today. Got to be honest with you. I don't really, let me see if there's any other news in the Webull app that we missed in our own app. See, SoFi got a downgrade this morning. NVIDIA got a pretty low price target this morning from D.A. Davidson, 410. So you have the chip sector going down. Occidental Petroleum price target announced at 63 by Mizuho. See, Oxy is interesting. Oil is up this morning. There's some geopolitical things going on, and Warren Buffett has been buying Oxy recently, but that's only a $63 price target on a $60 stock. Not so exciting. All right. So there's really not much going on today. I usually have about 3 to 5 stocks for the day. And today, it looks like I only have ZIM for today, acutely, right? For that 1194 through 1260 target today, tomorrow, this week. Celsius for a swing on this beautiful breakout. It might outperform today, but without a catalyst, I can't really advocate it for a day trade or something like that. And that's about it. Let's go down. Let's see if we're missing anything else. All right. I do want to mention a couple others here. So effect, it's good for microcaps that we've been talking about. So let's move up some microcaps here that we got to talk about for the January effect. All right. Let's talk about these and see if any of them float to the top of the list for today. All right, so we have HIMS, really nice breakout yesterday after a long period of consolidation and some underperformance in 2023. The January effect helped with some tax loss selling that was occurring in late November into December. So HIMS, I actually have a position in this, and I saw this breakout of the consolidation, and I added to my longer term position. But again, don't have a specific catalyst for today, so it's not going to make it on our show as a trade idea for today. But I do like that longer term. I did add to my long term position on that breakout. Also, we know the fundamentals is probably worth about $20 a share. With most fundamental calculations out there have this worth about $20. It's been underpriced because of the success of those GLP-1 drugs. Anything weight loss in the weight loss sector has been taking a beating in 2023 as money sentiment flowed towards Lilly and Novo Nordisk on those GLP-1 drugs. Speaking of GLP-1, VERU, trying to create a competitor to Lilly and Novo Nordisk's products. They have a investor day tomorrow. Here we go. On this GLP-1 drug that they have. Okay. Investor call on January 4th. They already did their recent offering, so there's no imminent offering risk. So tomorrow morning, they're going to be discussing their recent financing and their strategy to prioritize the development of enobosarm for weight loss, as well as provide an update on the company's drug pipeline. So they believe their drug, their GLP-1, has a better side effect profile than does the existing approved ones out there. $100 million market cap company. So this was a January effect stock that really hasn't worked out yet. I think I'm going to be selling this regardless tomorrow. Okay. Or if it pumps today, event anticipation by late afternoon. The targets we gave you was the 20 and 50 DMAs, 83 cents to 90 cents. It's sitting here at 72 cents. So Veru will be up there to watch. Top 5, I think. Yeah, we'll make that a top 5. But so far, not looking like this one hit our targets, but I'm going to be selling no matter what by tomorrow. All right, Drio, I did confirm their Aetna product is live. It is live. In fact, you could see it. I downloaded it. Mind Companion. All right, here it is by Aetna. You see that? I confirmed with Dario that this is the Dario product. So that's pretty exciting. All right, but no press release yet. Dario said they will not press release it. They have to wait on Aetna. They suggested that maybe we'll get an announcement from Aetna later this month, but I don't think it's imminent. So in any case, Dario, a ideal kind of stock for the January effect. It's barely holding that 20 DMA. You got a catalyst. RSI is not overbought. All right. You have that January effect with the tax law selling in November, December. So I'm holding on to Dario, waiting for the Aetna PR. I think when the Aetna PR comes out, hopefully later this month, you're going to see a 20-30% pop in Dario that day, and that's when I'll be selling. All right. So not imminent for today. On days like this is when you can accumulate and wait for the Aetna announcement. All right. Let's see what else we got. I'll just mention 2 more, and then we'll set the order in for a top 5. Okay. Air. Okay. Air announced their earnings date. Air earnings date is going to be next Tuesday, I believe. Why isn't it here? Oh, Weeble, you did this to me again, didn't you? It's not here. It's not here. It's in the story trading app. Let's see if I made a... I did it. Here it is. Okay. It's right here. All right. So actually, was it in the preview? Oh, there it is. January 9th. Okay. So earnings are January 9th on Air. Announced yesterday. January 9th is Tuesday. The problem is we all love Air, right? This is a stock we rode from $2.50 to $25, 10 bagger in 4 months. So I know we love it in our community, but it's been acting funny lately. The fundamentals are good. Okay, we have a trailing PE of 40, a forward PE of 24. But I don't. It's been weak. All right, this little pop. This was just forced by the FOMC stuff. The FOMC re-rating, it's been underperforming. It's on its biggest customer, ON. It's been underperforming that. So I'm a little bit concerned about this. I did pick up some extra shares into as an event anticipation run. So we'll see. Event anticipation run usually begins 3 to 5 days before the event. What are we now? It's January 3rd. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, 5. Okay. So between now and Friday, you could see maybe a bottom being put in the stock. But man, those technicals I don't love. So just be cautious. All right. Be cautious with your size. I also want to mention the CEO. See if I have time to look at IRIX, Dan. The CEO was just a little bit funny with me. I've interviewed him many, many times. I'll reach out again today, but I've been trying to schedule an interview, and usually he's like, yeah, he jumps right on it. But this time he was like, he didn't respond right away, and I had to follow up, and he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I just have to think about the timing. It's a little bit weird. And I was thinking, I don't know. Either there's something really good cooking or there's something really bad cooking. I don't know. So a little bit of speculation there for you. But Air, keep it near the top of your list for potential reversal as we move towards the end of the week. And then maybe a little sharp move Monday into earnings on Tuesday morning, but always major earnings risk. So be careful with that. All right. And was there anything else I wanted to mention here? Oh yeah, ZVRA, we're out. Okay, but if it does break and hold, see, it went below that 695. If it closes above 675, but you're looking at weekly candles. So the truth is, you got to close above 675 by this Friday. If you close above 675 by this Friday, you could have a gigantic short squeeze. You know those short squeeze that make no sense? You see, oh my gosh, it's trending on StockTwits and this thing's up 200% and there's no news and I don't get it, right? It could do something like that, but I just can't because story traders, we also look at fundamentals. And I think this $2 move was enough for the NDA submission on fundamentals, taking it from $5 to $7. But it's something to watch. I'm letting you know for you guys who like those kind of stuff, right, that are highly shorted, low float, breaking key levels. You can see all these days to cover. You see this? It dropped recently from 10 days to 8 days, so they're starting to cover. In any case, you can keep that on your radar, but not going to make it on top of our list because we think it's already had enough of a fundamental move. This is interesting. I expected a lot more stocks, catalysts in the beginning of the year, but we haven't had many. We've not had many catalysts. So the ZIM is really our only top pick today. I got to be honest with you. Celsius, I like it, but more for a swing. ZIM is the only one I have for today. That's it. All right. Well, Veru. All right. We're going to watch Veru for a potential not talk. All right. I didn't like the talk news, so we got to move talk down. I wasn't impressed with the talk news, I should say. All right. We're going to be watching Air. HIMS, I like it for longer term. Air is a little more imminent in terms of a catalyst turnaround. Oh, and Yatra, I forgot to talk about. Yatra is just another one of those January effect stocks, low valuation. It's time for this thing to turn around with the January effect. You can see, actually, I alerted this yesterday to our community. Okay, I'll make this a top 5 because I alerted this to our community as a story trade based on multiple pillars, undervaluation, technical break, some chatter about someone who wants to buy big stake or reverse merger. Also, India. Lots of good news coming out of India. So this candle broke yesterday, 170. So I alerted this to the community. Yep, 170 break. And where's our target going to be? I think I said somewhere around right there, around 190, 188, something like that. 188 towards that 200 DMA, 197. So Yatra, I'm going to put that actually in the top 5. Let's do that. Veru with the catalyst tomorrow. Okay, here we go. That's a nice little list. All right, nice little list. ZIM. I love Celsius, but with no catalyst today. Let me just move this down. Okay, love it for the long term. It's my biggest position. I even added some to it yesterday. So ZIM, Veru, Yatra, Air, Celsius, HIMS. All right, Drio, kind of in that order. Stocks to watch. But ZIM for today, the number 1 pick. Let me quickly look at IRIX. But before I do that, let me just remind everyone it's 9:25. Man, I got to go. But storytrading.com/app. Download our app and you get a 1-week free trial. I don't do this show for free every morning. All right. We're doing it more often right now to draw people in. But if you want to have this show consistently, plus a chat room, VIP chat room, you go to storytrading.com/app right now. Install that app. IRIX, I know it's a kind of favorite in our legacy community. I don't follow IRIX that much. All I can tell you is about the technicals. One impression on IRIX, when there will be an announcement on the review of strategic alternatives. Yeah, you know what, Dan? I'm sorry. I'm not following IRIX closely. All right. It's into that gap. So you're at kind of resistance right now up here at like the 290s area. Technically, that gap is up there at 318 or so, but I kind of do my own. See where this area of congestion is? I'm ignoring those 2 candles, and I'm sticking with this candle right here. So 295 resistance. RSI has a little bit more room, but I'm not following the fundamentals. Sorry, Dan, on IRIX. All right, with that, let's go kill it. And congrats to those who killed it on our call, our macro call that no one had. SPY QQQ, correction to the 20 DMA, might even correct to the 50 DMA. Congrats on a 300% move by that member of our community. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow if you're a VIP, storytrading.com/app.